Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's JDL, and welcome back to the Minecraft series. And if you look over here, yes, we have made some changes. Okay, as we talked about in the last episode, this is where we're gonna have our village be. I was thinking of initially turning this into farmland, and it is probably still gonna be our farmland. I do kind of want to keep up this tree ring around it. I don't know if I really want to be able to see the other biomes. I really kind of want to keep in our, caved in feel. So I might build a lot of custom trees and stuff to really enclose this in like some sort of cool tree thicket. But enough of the planning. You may look over there, it looks a little bit different. Oh wait, oh yeah, we're jumping right into time-lapse mode. So I mentioned this at the end of the last episode, but I really want our village to be, on a cliffside. I think being on a cliffside would be really cool. So I just got to work and start digging this out and making it go straight down. I figured, I could start adding details to this cliffside later, especially with feedback from you guys. It was a little bit difficult. I found these like kind of underwater caverns, so I kind of wanted to make it kind of look connected and all that. And excuse the questionable camera angles here. I'm still getting used to the replay mod, y'all. But I think turning this into a cliffside was a really, really cool touch. I think it makes it look a lot better. And once the fences are up around our village, it's just gonna look super killer. So let's get back to the video. Yes, the cliffside, I completely renovated it. That was one of the goals for today's episode. So let's quickly just get one more look at it. Jump in. I feel like I need to find some ways to incorporate a little bit more details, especially maybe like where the cliff meets the water, maybe make it a bit more detailed. So you guys in the comments can give me some feedback on how you guys think I should go about that. But for now, let's get to sleep. Episode 4, what did I have planned for today? Plan out the town. It's fairly planned out. Clear out the farm area. It's fairly cleared out. I'm probably gonna have to flatten that end area, but I kind of want to have some elevation because I think it would look really cool. Fix custom tree. Okay, so that is our custom tree in the background. That is the one we're gonna be going to look to go fix. Ooh, I should not be taking so much damage. It's hardcore. You know what? I'm just gonna take this tree down and build it in a different spot. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have it in front of another tree. Not the case. It didn't really look that cool. All right, I better not mess this custom tree up again because low-key, these things are very annoying to have to clean up. This is actually quite a process. New custom tree. Now, I said I wanted that kind of like thicket around where our farm is gonna be, so seems like that would be a great place to start with our custom trees. So let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna put one right here. I need some water to safely land on. Oh, what? All right. My water is being hella glitchy. For those of you who are curious, I use Fabric Loader to launch the game because that's how I do my, the hell? That's how I do the replay mod. Okay, this is so weird. I don't want it to be, what is happening? Why is it doing this? What the hell? All right, this is not what I had in mind when I said custom tree. So if I get rid of some of these, is it gonna make the water come back? I don't know what is happening in this game. I think it's something wrong with the fabric loader. I'm not sure. If you guys know, let me know in the comments because this is actually very annoying. And look, it just takes, what? No. No. I just want water to safely land on while I'm building my tree. I don't know if this is a good look. Honestly, I feel like I don't really need the branches on the tree, to be honest. Well, it could be kind of cool if it's like that, I guess. No. Work with me, y'all. Custom trees are not my forte. I don't want to mess this one up. Originally, I kind of did that more like branch-based approach to custom tree making. This time, I have an idea about how I want to handle the leaves. This would be 3 out from the tree. I want to go 4 out. Why do I have a feeling we're going to be changing this tree up in a future episode? Even if that's the case, whatever. Here we go. I'm going to go bang, 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 bang. Boom. Okay, so now I've got leaves. Now this is kind of like what I did with my custom tree on my multiplayer world, which I really wasn't a big fan of, but I'm going to be kind of layering it in a way that I think should be kind of interesting. I think it's kind of inspired by like the actual kind of natural generation of the spruce trees in the game that I've seen, but I still think it's going to look cool. So on this second layer, I'm going to go 2 back. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here, 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 here. And then we'll pop it out. So on this third layer of leaves, I want it to go over and up. So I'm gonna go here, but then I'm gonna go here. So it's not as far as the first layer, but it's further than the second layer. So now I'm gonna connect those. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go 2 in, so boom. So this time the leaves are literally gonna be like this. Okay, and then the final would just be the top, right? And I could go like this. I feel like that's a cool looking tree. Now let's hop down and see if my custom tree looks cool at all. And man, I realized maybe jumping in the grass is a little risky with all the problems I'm having with water in this game, but Let's take a look at our custom tree. Wow, I actually think that looks kind of cool. A little basic. I think that might actually be the way some of the trees generate naturally in this game. It's kind of similar. Yeah, theirs is similar, the way it kind of pops in and out. Mine has that more like tiered approach. I think it looks pretty good myself. I do think, you know, having the branches is actually a cool touch. But let's kind of even spruce it up a bit more. I don't want it to be too symmetrical. So the one problem with this tree is it is very symmetrical. So, you know, adding some layers to it, trying to make it not look as symmetrical. I think, you know, I could plop it off there, and it'll look better. This is just my first custom tree of this kind of setup. So all things considered, I like it. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe it pops out a little far, but I think, you know, that could be my custom tree style. I think it looks good. It's a little similar to the natural generation, but all things considered, I think I did a good job with it. So we're gonna move on. Now it's the next day. Now, one thing I've always liked is these custom fences of alternating logs. We used it back at our farm, and I wanna use it here as well. Let's go ahead and do that. But before we do that, we do kind of need to decide, because, you know, wait, did I not get rid of those? That is an eyesore that we need to deal with. I don't even, all right, so I have my cliff face here, obviously not safe. I'm gonna want to extend the cliff face to about, like here. I kind of want the cliff face to erode into the more natural generation around this point. So I do have a lot more cliff face to get through. I think we'll do that at the beginning of next episode. And guys, give me some tips for these things. I think these things have the potential to be really, really cool. I know, like, one thing some people will do for these kind of cliff facey areas is they might put like leaves. So I think me putting leaves here could actually be kind of, oh, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. So let me just put some leaves here. I know we're getting kind of all over the place this episode, but you know, that's how it is. That's, you know, sometimes that's how these episodes might be. They might be a little all over the place. They might be none of the places. And wow, I think that actually added a lot to the thing. I think that gave it a lot of great detail. Let me throw some over there. Let's clean up those fences, and then let's get back to talking about what I was talking about earlier. I think, like, this is kind of the entryway to the village, to the town, right? So this is gonna be a little bit elevated. I might go like this. I'm gonna go spruce. I'm gonna strip it. Okay, dark oak. That looks really good. So I think I'm gonna use this kind of same pattern I had back at our old, you know, at my farm. Not my old farm, my farm. Just really like the way it looks. And I think using the dark oak instead of the oak, it just, you know, I don't know. I feel like I'm going for a more darker color tone against the kind of vibrant green of the grass in this area. So I personally think it looks really good. So I'm just gonna place all these. This area around the main village area, I think I don't know what I'm gonna do with this backside yet. Obviously, there's a lot of trees there. We need to clear it. So I'm not gonna fence that off yet because I have a feeling we're gonna expand the village into that spot, if I were to guess. So here we are, we're about here. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit. Now, why am I gonna pull it back a little bit? Earlier, I think I remember I told you guys, like, I want a way to get back over that way, especially since my house, you know, I think I'm gonna connect it down there. So what I think I'm gonna do is actually have the town path almost like split. So part of it will go along here. It'll be for all the houses and stuff here. And then part of the path is actually just gonna go down and kind of go through underneath, and then we'll kind of build like cool cliff faces on the side of the town, which that will look so cool. I've never seen anyone else do that with their terraforming, so, you know, I feel like a lot of the things I've been doing so far in this series, I've been taking a lot of inspiration from people, but that would really be my that'd be my thing, you know what I'm saying? So I think that would just be awesome. So right now, let's maybe dig that out, maybe even finish up these cliff faces. We've already done some terraforming for that, but nonetheless, I think it'd be cool. And now let's strip all this real quick. I think that looks amazing. I said in previous episodes, I don't want to go an episode without building a structure. That will be true for this episode. We're going to try to build out a farmhouse or something over there. Okay, yeah, I love the feeling I'm getting. I can imagine when you cross the bridge coming up into the village, you got this whole cliff face up on your side, and then you finally reach the village. I think that's gonna be so awesome. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna save the rest of this for the later episode, like maybe next episode, like completely finishing the cliff face and really kind of like honing in, like, okay, this is the entrance to the town, that's the entrance to the town, and really kind of defining like what we're doing. But I don't really want to take away from the focus of today's episode because we've already kind of worked on that cliff face a little bit, and I think it would be, you know, a great time to really get to the farming again. So I'm gonna waste some iron, not waste, I guess. I'm gonna use some iron for a hoe because an iron hoe, we're gonna need it. We got a lot of farming ahead of us. Over here, this is gonna be like our farm area. So we're gonna need, you know, areas to farm the animals and areas to farm the crops. Right now, I'm more focused on the crops, but I will want to start a cow farm and a pig farm or a pig farm soon because, well, enchanting is important. Enchanting will help us stay alive. So that's definitely something to consider. So now that I'm going to start building, I think this is a great time for me to kick it into time-lapse mode and let's see what kind of thing I can come up with right now. So with this farmhouse, again, with all the buildings I'm going to be doing in this series, I really wanted to challenge myself, use new floor patterns, use new, you know, post patterns, all sorts of different techniques to building because my building style was getting very, very stale, especially on my old server. So I really wanted to challenge myself. So I tried to do a very untraditional shape. It's a bit wider in the main base part it comes in. I wanted to have the kind of roof reflect the biome we're in. So I wanted these tall slanted roofs because I guess in real life, these colder areas, you have those types of roofs so snow falls off of them. And then I wanted to have sort of a watchtower. A lot of people do like windmills with their farms. I don't really get the whole appeal of a windmill, so I didn't make it a windmill. It's more of just a watchtower on top of the farmhouse, which is a weird touch. But ultimately, I like how it kind of broke up the skyline, and it's probably the most unique building I've made to date. It doesn't have a very uniform shape. I like that. I do need to find a way to detail the tower, but I'm sure we'll get to it eventually. Our farmhouse is just about done, guys. I do need to kind of patch up, make some sort of like a, I don't know, something here. Maybe I might roll with my alternating spruce design I've used on my other world, but for now I'm just gonna leave it open like that. We can fix that later. I know today's episode was really about getting that done, but I kind of like the big open look it has right now. So I really try to challenge myself, as I said in the time lapse, like try to do a more unawkward shape. Kind of usually I have the frames in with the walls. This time I pushed it back to give it more depth, and I think it turned out all right. Let me know what you guys think of my farmhouse in the comments below. So let's see what vegetables we have and you want me to hit you. You want me to hit you, sir. Let's see what vegetables we have and what we're gonna be growing here. Got potatoes, those are definitely gonna need to be planted. I think carrots are the best way for villagers to grow. Yes, we're gonna grow potatoes, those are gonna be important for sure. Of course, we're gonna grow wheat. I already grow wheat kind of nearby. Pumpkins are going to be kind of cool to grow as well. So let's start out with pumpkin and potatoes for now. Section those off with our walls. Try to kind of really decorate the area, make it feel very lively, energetic. Like it's going to be a real farm. I don't know how we're going to totally achieve that yet, but you know, that's what I'm going for. I want us to really feel like we're in some like, you know, cool farming district, farming area. All right. So the potatoes, you know, this is the wall. I don't have all the dark oak I need right now, but we got the spruce to alternate our fences in. Now, I guess I should be questioning whether or not I should be continually using my fence design for, you know, the different areas. And, you know, I feel like you don't get the best visibility of what we're trying to do here. So honestly, I think we might alternate with, you know, slabs instead of the walls. I think that will actually look better. I think it looks okay for the potato farm. Like this will be a potato farm. I think it's okay if we're able to like see over it a bit more. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna run and grab some dark oak and we will be right back. Wow, from a distance, I got my custom tree. It's looking a little short, honestly, stacked up against that building. I do think since these are big spruce trees, maybe I should try to go for some taller custom trees, but it looks pretty good. That's that over there. I didn't really build a ladder on the inside yet, so you can scale it, but I probably will at some point, just not sure yet. I kind of want to make this also look a little bit more detailed, have more dimension to it. Right now it's a little flat. So this is the start of our potato farm. It is on its way. It will be a while before we have this fully filled with potatoes, but it's just the start. Now, I'm not sure what to do with the path. I actually really like the kind of shoveled look. I feel like it does give that more farmy feel than these stone bricks would. And I'm not totally sold on stone bricks really being the main pathing kind of material of our town. I've always liked this kind of dig out function the shovel has. I think it's cool. This is a little straight. I'm really starting to really like doing things at angles in Minecraft and things like that, but this looks pretty good. Honestly, this is our potato farm. I got two kind of little entrances to it. It's very, you know, at least I think it's pretty unique. Now, what are we gonna do with these pumpkin seeds? I could do pumpkins over here. Just do like, yeah, I think I'll make this area over here our little like pumpkin patch area. I feel like I'm not gonna need a lot of pumpkins. Honestly, pumpkins are something in Minecraft I've never really felt like I needed that much. Conforming to the land has kind of made it so this is gonna be a little bit of an awkward pumpkin patch unless I push the wall back that way a little bit. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna push the wall back, make it work, because you know what's worse than a bad looking pumpkin patch is a pumpkin patch that's not really functional. So we're gonna push this back so that way we can get kind of a giant row of pumpkins and a walk space to get them. Awesome. So now I've got space for these pumpkins to grow, as well as one that can maybe grow over here. And this is a nice little pumpkin patch. It's nice, it's quaint. I think this is gonna get the job done for all of my pumpkin needs. I don't know, I don't have a lot of pumpkin needs. Maybe the villagers will. Ideally, the inside of this farmhouse is just where I'm gonna store a lot of this stuff. You know, the potatoes, the pumpkins, whenever they grow in, all this stuff's just gonna be stored in the farmhouse. So I'm gonna wait for item frames. Item frames are gonna be super, super clutch when we're building out this space. We'll just have chests of all the different things around here. It'll be kind of cool, kind of quaint. Maybe get some more hay bales when we farm up enough wheat. Right now, I'm still in the phase where every time I got wheat, I gotta turn that into food because your boy's hungry. Yeah, maybe I'll have carrots be over here. So I'll just preemptively build the carrot patch. So one thing I'm quickly noticing is having these entryways be diagonal. Just, for some reason, it just makes them feel a lot more spacious. I don't know why. For some reason, this just feels more spacious than coming straight on. So I'm gonna try to make most of these farm entrances these diagonal ones. So for this little carrot patch, I got a diagonal entrance here and a diagonal entrance here. Looking pretty splendid, to be honest. This looks amazing in my estimation. I think one thing that'd be really cool for us to do now is we gotta make a map. God, maps are fairly costly to make. Let's see what it looks like. Hopefully we're not at the border of a chunk or anything, and we are not. Wow, okay, so this is what our town looks like right now. God, my custom tree just looks like a perfect diamond. We had a lot done today, guys. We built this custom cliffside, we built the farmhouse, we built the custom tree, the map, we put the fencing around our village. We even started digging out what is gonna be the secondary pathway, secondary entrance into the village. We got a lot done today. I'm pretty proud of what we've accomplished so far today. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like below. Tell me if you like my farm design, my farmhouse design, ways I can improve it. As you guys can see out of that little wooden thing, it doesn't look good. I'm gonna get rid of it, don't worry. I will fix that up, make that look a little bit more dimensional, just make it look a little bit better, maybe even vary some of the material types. I feel like using cobblestone for the whole first floor might have been overkill, but I was out of andesite and diorite. I'm rambling, so enjoy the video. If you haven't, I don't know, you made it to the end and you didn't enjoy it, that's kind of weird. I'm really rambling now. Peace!